So this is going to be our first video on designing and building our own website. So most of you should have the package installed and ready to go. So this is my folder here. I can see all of my projects in there. So if you're going to create a new project, which I just did, called Start HTML, make sure first of all you see your folder. If not, go open your folder or create one if you don't have it on your documents folder, and then open it. And then when you save a file, so when you open up a new file like I did, this one here, make sure when you type that name in like I did here, I think I'll negate it, that you save it as HTML. So you're going to put a dot there, HTML. So you can see I have start one, but when I saved it, I put dot HTML, and we want to save it in an HTML file. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is every web page has got to start with HTML, hypertext markup language, yeah, and end with HTML. And everything must be between those two. Okay? So they've got to start and they've got to stop, and we have this slash here letting us know that's the end. Usually then you're going to have a head section. And usually within here is going to be your title. So like my page. Now, notice we don't see my page because this will just come up when they get to our web page. So when they go to our web page up here in the top, when they click on it, it will show this title. And there's going to be some other things inside here too, but we're not going to put those in right now. So now we need to have some text. So they have 6 different headline numbers, H1 to H2. And we're going to start with the first one. So that is the top headline. And let's pick like H3. So you can see they get bigger and smaller depending upon if it's H1 or H3. And let me get rid of some of these so we can see our HTML file. So remember, HTML at the top, HTML on the bottom. And then for paragraph, I'm sorry. So for paragraph, it's slash and so we have headlines using H1 and H3, and then we have a paragraph tag to put some text in. So and we can fool around with this with style sheets. Maybe let's look at one of those. Let's fool around with just one of these. Okay, so if we want to make it look a little bit better, that's called CSS, Cascading Style Sheets. So again, we need to have this between our style sheets. Anything we're going to do with CSS. So I don't need that. So everything that we're going to do with colors and stuff comes between CSS. So in this case, I changed the background color of the body. So, and this is pretty cool because if you want to change colors, like not only can you do this, if you click here, you can change this color. And notice it goes from the color we typed to RGB. So we can change the color that it actually has. So in this case, it's just like Unity, opening curly bracket, closing curly bracket. In this case, we're doing background color. And go ahead, notice there's a colon, and then semicolon to end. So try a couple different colors. Again, as soon as we start typing them in, they appear. And I don't need that. So pretty easy. And let's do one more. So we're going to change the color of our H1. So here we go. So now this is going to be the color for our H1. Let's put some spaces here. So for my headlines, it's going to be yellow-green, and it's going to be in the center. I really don't like that. So I'm going to start typing a different color. Orange. Orange red. Yeah, I don't really like that either. One more. How about blue? Blue violet? Yeah, whatever. Okay, so if you're going to fool around with this, try a couple of different colors for your body background and then your H1. Now you could go type H2 in here and change it also, and change the text align also. When we're done, when we're done here now, the most important thing we do is File, Save As, make sure this says HTML. If not, type it up here and save it. And I'm going to replace it. And you notice these are all my files here. Anyway, get that done and practice with it.